All right, so these are the clips that I typically try and use on every panel that I'm making. I really like these ones because they're made out of metal, and you can pull the panels on and off a lot of times with these. And these clips, they really just seem to last a long time. So I typically try and use these. They're actually pretty cost effective as well. So you can pick up a box of these of 100 for, I think, like 10 bucks. So basically all you do to install them is just drill a 1/4 inch hole. So that's what we're going to do now. We're going to install all our clips on this panel. And actually, this is where our old clear vinyl template is going to come in really handy, because this is going to be our map on where we can and cannot drill holes, because remember, we've marked that on this template. So all we're going to do is just take some temp tack, spray it on our door here. All right, and then all we're gonna do here is just start. I'm gonna take my utility knife and I'm just gonna put little marks wherever I think we should put some panel clips. So just kind of use your best judgment on this. You don't want to go overboard. I typically don't like to go any longer than like 8 inches apart, but sometimes I'll go, you know, if I think we need 2 really close together, or if you know, we just need them just there to kind of hold it on and there's not a whole lot of stress on the panel, then I'll put them farther apart. But that's what I'm going to do right now, and we can see where we actually can put these. So you want to avoid all the areas that you marked before, and so I'm going to do that now. And also the other thing, where we put these screws, we can use these spots to put panel clips in. So I'm going to count these as a hole for our panel clips as well. So don't you want to make sure not to put one right next to where these screws that you put in are. One other thing too is you don't want them as close to the edge as you can get them. You know, if you can come in, you know, like 3/4 of an inch is actually pretty good spot to put them, just because when we're wrapping this with fabric and foam, we want it kind of in a little bit so we can make sure we can get glue on the other side of the clip, but you'll understand that later. You want to try to also avoid things like the striker here. Obviously, if we put a hole right here, there's something in the way on the back side where this mechanism is. So try and avoid that kind of stuff as well. All right, so we can remove our template here. And then we can just take our 1/4-inch drill bit and start putting the clips in. There, so you can see these clips, they just push in, and whenever we need to pull it out, they just come right out like that. They work really well. So I'm going to go ahead and start installing all the rest of these. You want to make sure that you put the clips in right after you drill the holes and not drill all the holes and then put the clips in, just in case, you know, like right here, how the panel isn't completely all the way up against it. You never know when you might just, something might get off when you're drilling. So make sure you put the clip in and then drill the next hole. One other thing that I want to mention is when you're doing this, you want to make sure that if you have the window in the car, that the window's up. Because if the window's down in here and you drill through it and the window's on the other side, you're going to break the window. So don't forget about that. All right, so it looks like we got a little bit of a problem here. There's something on the other side, on the inside of this door, that's stopping this clip from going all the way in. And when I shine a flashlight in here, I can see what it's hitting. Instead of just drilling this even farther and screwing up what's on the inside, it's okay that there's this hole here. It's not gonna, we're gonna cover this with foam and fabric anyway, so we're not gonna see it. So I'm just gonna move this up a little bit farther to get this clip where it needs to be so it can go all the way in. Because basically what's happening is it's when I'm pushing it through, it's hitting on something on the backside here. So I'm just gonna pull this back out and move this hole. All right, so that's much better. All right, and then after you get all your clips in, what we can do is just pull all our screws out and we can turn those into clips as well. All right, so this door panel, it's ready to go. We can start laying our design out and putting the fabric on it.